the major problem with fixed income benefits, including Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, and other fixed income benefits. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. You know what? Fixed income beneficiaries know and understand something the vast majority of people don't even recognize. Why? Because fixed income beneficiaries are living and experiencing it every single day, every single week, and month after month after month, year after year, and that is the major problem that I want to point out right here in the video. So let's get into it and discuss all the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. As I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you every single day, watching all of these announcements, hitting the wire, and doing all the necessary research, breaking it all down into these short videos to help you out in any way that I possibly can, making sure that you're staying updated with everything going on, and ultimately letting you know how this is going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and everything else going on right now, including all of these big announcements coming out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, all the bills, the packages, proposals, amendments, reform to benefits, as well as anything in regards to raises to benefits, as well as checks, programs, or anything else right now. There's a lot that's going on in conjunction with everything else that's being announced right now as well. Seriously, it is a very, very busy time, as it has been for a very long time now. So again, thanks so much for joining me. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be to keep you updated and to bring you all of these updates to help you grab as much as you possibly can right now while money is very, very tight. Anyway, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about the major problem with fixed income beneficiaries. So here's what's good about this. As I said at the beginning of the video, fixed income beneficiaries know and understand something that most people don't even recognize. Let me give you a couple quick examples. Let's look at somebody who is a W-2 employee, right? Are they a fixed income beneficiary? No, not at all. In fact, a W-2 person is probably getting paid weekly, maybe bi-weekly, and that's probably about the parameters behind that, right? Most W-2 employees, people that are going out working, say, 40 hours a week or even 20 hours a week, it doesn't even matter the number of hours, most people do get paid weekly and or bi-weekly at most, right? It's very rare for someone to get paid any other schedule than that, especially if it is an employee, right? Weekly, bi-weekly, something like that. It's different for contractors, of course, like 1099 people, but again, we're talking about W-2 people here, for example. So somebody like this goes out, they work for somebody else, right? They work for an employer, and they go out, they put in the hours, they put in the time, whatever it happens to be, and then they get paid every week. Every Friday is payday, right? Every 2 weeks, Friday, payday, enjoy your life, right? Pretty good stuff. All is good, right? Does this person recognize what the life is like of a fixed income beneficiary? Probably not, right? Not until they become one themselves. Now, here's the thing. I completely recognize that most people here in this community are fixed income beneficiaries, and you've probably spent tons and tons of years of your life, right? Decades of your life, 20, 30, 35, 40 years of your life working, maybe as a, working W-2 job, putting in tons and tons of hours, years and years of service, and now you're getting your fixed income benefit. Again, whether it's Social Security retirement or SSDI or SSI or VA, RRB, or any other fixed income benefit, right? So you completely understand how this works. And now that you are receiving fixed income benefits, is your life maybe a little bit different these days? Yeah, exactly. Here's what's interesting. I was having a conversation down in the comments section a few days ago with somebody right here on the channel, and we were going back and forth, a really good conversation. But here's the problem. Most of these lawmakers and so many people out there with the authority to do something about this don't quite understand the ramifications behind actually receiving one payment every single month. Here's the thing. Somebody that's going out, like the W-2 employee that I was just talking about a second ago, this person goes out, they put in their 40 hours, and every Friday they get a check. Or they put in their 40 hours this week, they put in their 40 hours next week, or maybe it's 20 hours, maybe it's 15, doesn't really matter. The concept is the exact same, right? And then every week or 2 weeks, all of a sudden they get a paycheck, direct deposit, a paper check that they get picked up from their employer, whatever it happens to be, right? They get paid. Well, they get paid a couple times, either twice or even 4 times a month. Well, that's pretty nice, right? However, fixed income beneficiaries, here you are, now you're, living with the same expenses, maybe even more because maybe you have some more bills going on, other things like that. And how many times per month are you getting paid? Well, I think we all know the answer to this. Once. That's it. One time. So The major problem with fixed income benefits is you're getting paid once per month, and then you need to float the next, say, 29, 30 days or so, the next month of your life floated on that one check. That's kind of hard, right? Let's just be real right now. How many people that are working W-2 jobs, like you're going in, working 20, 40 hours a week, how many of these people are struggling to get by a week later? So let's just say this person gets paid every week. How many people are living paycheck to paycheck? By the next Thursday, they're saying, I can't wait until Friday because I'm going to get paid tomorrow and I need that money because I ran out of money yesterday. You know what I mean? A lot, right? So there's a lot of people that are living paycheck to paycheck right now. How about the person that gets paid every other week? After that 2-week period of time, when it comes around, Wednesday, Thursday come rolling around, and it's almost payday, they're thinking, hey, I need that refill, like right now, right? I ran out of money a couple days ago, and I need that refill right away. Well, let's maybe put our shoes on as far as the lifestyle of a fixed income beneficiary. And again, I don't need to preach to the choir here. I think we all understand this. I think everybody here in this community is probably shaking our heads right now saying, yeah, been there, done that, doing that every single month, getting sick and tired of it, right? For years and years and years, you get that one check. Maybe it's for SSI, for example. You get paid on the first of the month, or sometimes you get paid a day early, or maybe even 2 days early in some instances. But you get that check once per month, a whopping $841. Okay, now what are you going to do for the next 30 days? Yeah, that doesn't really calculate out to much, right? It's a lot of time and very little money to make it spread out, right? It's like the analogy would be like taking a piece of bread and spreading peanut butter on it, or butter, or honestly, whatever, it doesn't really matter, spreading something on it really, really, really thin, right? Basically, you got the whole bread, that encompasses the entire month, and all of a sudden you take whatever it is, the spread, jelly, peanut butter, mayo, mayonnaise, what do people call it stuff? Butter. Seriously, there's so many different options now, right? We can go on and on for all day long talking about all the different options we could spread on bread, right? What else do you like to spread on bread? Anyway, my point is the entire month, or the entire piece of bread consists of the month, right? Well, the less money that you have, or the less spread that you have, the thinner and thinner it needs to be. Therefore, less and less money gets allocated to every single day. So, and the more that you spread across the bread, the thinner and thinner it gets, and the more that you get down to, let's just say that you start in the upper left corner and you work your way down to the lower right corner, by the time you get down there, or the end of the month, there's less and less and less, maybe even nothing left by then, right? So kind of the same analogy, but it was kind of an interesting conversation that I was having with this person, and we were kind of talking about it, and the person was like, you should make a video about this and talk about it, because seriously, most people don't even understand that fixed income beneficiaries don't get paid weekly, don't get paid bi-weekly. They get one check per month. Imagine that. Could you imagine somebody working right now? Let's just say like a millennial, for example, which, by the way, I'm a millennial, so I can throw down on millennials here for a minute. There's no problem about that, right? Let's just say this much. You walk up to say a 32-year-old millennial and you say, hey, buddy boy, how about we're going to pay you once per month going forward? He'd probably lose his mind and say, you got to be kidding me. I'm going to quit. I'm out of here. I'm done. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to put up with that. Employees would not put up with that. You know what I mean? Some instances, employees don't even like getting paid bi-weekly. That's not even, you know what I mean? Like bi-weekly pay is sometimes not even a fun situation, right? I've been there, done that, and it's kind of like, man, these weeks get to be pretty long these days, you know what I mean? So if you've ever had a bi-weekly payment schedule for a job that you've had or something like that, by the time you get to the second week and it's rolling around Wednesday, Thursday, it's like, man, is Friday here yet? Where's that check? Man, you know what I mean? So been there and I know what that means, but it's kind of interesting to see how the rest of the world operates on weekly pay, bi-weekly pay, something like this. And then when you get down to be a fixed income beneficiary, when your expenses are higher, maybe you have higher medical expenses, you have the same bills, you still need to eat, you still need to turn the lights on, you still need to call people on your phone, you still probably want to watch a little TV from time to time, you probably want to have a little bit of food in your pantry, you probably want to pay for your car, drive your car around with a little bit of gas in your tank, things like this, and now all of a sudden we expect everybody to live on one check a month? Yeah, anyway. Kind of interesting, a major, major problem. But again, just imagine, what if they offered this opportunity? Let's just say that Social Security came out. And again, I'm not saying that they're going to do this, but what if they did this? It's kind of like an analogy of like a teacher, for example, and I just thought of this. I'm not a teacher, but I do know a number of different teachers. But here's what's interesting about teachers and their pay. So obviously teachers work depending on where you're located around the country or, around the globe, things like that. But generally teachers work, however many months throughout the year. What is it? 9 months throughout the year. And then they get the summers off, right? However many months that is. So it could be like mid-June to mid-August, things like that. But sometimes they have the option to either get paid during those 9 months and not get paid over the summer, or spread out their checks throughout the entire year, and the checks throughout the entire year are a little bit smaller so that they spread into the summer, right? So the analogy would be, what if Social Security offered that opportunity where you get 2 checks a month, right? You get bi-weekly pay, but it's half and half. Let's just give you an example. Let's just say that you get $1,000 per month from Social Security, and they say, okay, we'll give you that same $1,000. We'll give you a check on the 14th of the month, we'll give you a check on the 7th of the month, and we'll give you a check on the 21st of the month, 2 weeks apart, right? I don't know. Would that feel like, wow? I mean, would it feel a little bit more, give you a little bit more peace in your mind just to know that, wait, I got another $500 deposit coming here in just a couple of weeks, right? So I don't know, just super interesting conversation that I had the other day with that person. I thought, you know what, let's make a video about this and talk about it. But I think, like I said earlier, obviously, we don't really need to sit here and discuss this forever. Everybody here in the community, fixed income beneficiary, you completely understand what I'm talking about. It's the same old thing, but here's the problem about it. So many people that have the authority to do something, as in, I don't know, raise benefits or offer monthly checks or a one-time check or anything like this, raises to benefits, reforming the programs, do they really understand what it's like living on one teeny tiny check every single month? I'm going to go ahead and bet no, because I've seen the comments down below before. Many of us here in the community say, hey, lawmakers, why don't you throw on the shoes of a fixed income beneficiary and try to live on $841 a month? Try to live on $920 a month. Try to live on $1,200 a month. Do you think they'd do it? They wouldn't even try. They would. There's no chance they would even try to do it, right? So I don't know. Interesting stuff. But I wanted to come back for you really quickly, share this little tidbit, little conversation, a little, just kind of a little insight into fixed income benefits. And again, I think all of us here completely understand some of the ramifications behind these fixed income benefit programs. It's great, but at the end of the day, living on one check a month, that's a long time to spread a small amount of money with no refills, right? Yeah. It's like going to the fast food restaurant, you grab your drink, and they say, we got refills. Sorry, but you're going to have to wait till tomorrow. You have to come back tomorrow to get your refill. You know what I mean? And they give you the tiniest cup that they can find, right? Well, you're halfway through eating your meal and you're thinking, oh, I could really use a refill these days. And they say, nope, sorry, you got to come back tomorrow, right? Well, it's kind of the same thing, right? Same thing with these checks. Sure would be nice to get a refill about, I don't know, halfway through. So, I don't know. Just a quick little video for you. I just want to share this kind of information, but this is kind of an interesting aspect, as in most people completely don't recognize what's actually going on behind the scenes of fixed income beneficiaries until they're living it and realizing, oh, yeah, I guess one check a month isn't exactly very easy. No, it's not. Not very easy, right? Anyway, hope you're doing well. Again, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you again later.